Did you guys clap?
Yep. Are we about ready to get started?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hello and welcome, Sweet Life of Jack and Kobe listeners. Normally, you are used to us discussing a weekly film that somehow pertains to auteurism and late style. You're used to our elegant and witty discussions of these films. Maybe you like the Tetro episode. Maybe you like the First Man episode. Well, unfortunately, we're throwing you a curveball today.
The Tetro
and
episode?
You're
Twixt
listening
that we
to
did?
Twixt. Oh yeah, Twixt. Sorry.
Well, hey, maybe a spoiler.
I was just explaining a hypothesis about Twixt and Lil B to someone recently. So maybe
you
that's
might
a
have
tease
to,
for a thing I'll write.
throw that up.
But anyways, this week, we're throwing you a curveball, and you're listening to the first annual Suities Jury. It's funny because no one's clapping picked up on their microphone for me, so it was like almost like a weird
I heard
gag.
Kobe's, but
Okay.
and honestly,
Well,
I didn't clap because I thought it might mess with my audio. I didn't
yeah,
really care.
honestly,
I'm a little audio
you
conscious.
You might have to deal with what I just did, to be honest. So
That's fine.
but that's your problem and not mine. So
It'll look like you're clapping for I'll just mess up the sync and then you'll be not talking. You just do it
Why
again.
don't you just put in applause?
You mime it.
no, I was
you mime
miming it.
Well, it could look the same for me because your audio cut out last time.
Right, true.
No, so we are awarding the best films of 2023.
They're calling
We're a
it the
little bit
year of
late.
air.
They're calling it the year of air. They're calling it, it was the Jordan year.
Exactly.
It actually kind of makes sense why they released that movie now. I never put that together until just this second.
Wow. Do you think
Right?
that was a part of it?
Probably a tiny bit. I'm sure at some point Ben Affleck was like, hey, and it's 2023.
Holy shit, he's outside smoking his morning cigarette.
So we are awarding the best films of 2023, but we are not doing it the way you might be familiar with the Oscars. We are treating the films of 2023 as if they were our own personal film festival, and we are the jury. So it is up to the three of us to award the films of 2023. We have 10 awards. We have to reach a consensus. I'll go over the awards and the rules a little bit deeper in just a moment. But I also think we should go over the lineup of films.
We've got.
I don't know what do you think we should do first? Should I explain the awards and the rules, or should I go down the movies?
I think that you explain the rules first, and the awards first, and then we can talk about the movies.
Perfect.
Jack, I understand you prepared a rap about all the movies.
I did. We're gonna get that towards the end, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I heard it has a lot of
Jack's
LP
kind of our
LP style internal rhyming.
It does have that a lot of influence. Dance with the Devil,
Double entendres to MF Doom style, conscious but like blunted
definitely,
and really dense.
They're calling him
absolutely.
Jackie Crystal. He's gonna do the song and dance routine. We're gonna edit
to
back
a lot
into
of
some of the movies.
RXK nephew, so that might come into play. I might be rapping about doing crack. Or
Well, I want to do a sketch
making
where you're
crack,
edited
creating it.
into like Taste of Things or something.
And I'm cooking
Oh,
crack.
that's funny.
You're there. You're cooking crack.
That could be cool.
All
All right, yeah.
right,
Let's talk
let's
about
go over
the awards.
So we've got 10 awards that we're handing out. So I'll go over them quickly. The rules are that, and this will kind of make sense logically the more as we get into the discussion. But the rules are 1 award per movie. So say if we give Killers of the Flower Moon Best Picture, it can't win any other award. Except one movie can win 2 awards. It can win an acting award and then another technical award. So we could say give it to Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio for director and actor. Which leads me to the categories. Kind of going down the list, we have picture, best overall movie, director, screenplay, no adapted or original, just one combined because it's a jury, so we want them all to be eligible for the same award. We have actress and actor. We have supporting actress and supporting actor. The rules for supporting are fairly loose. We have to make sure they stand in accordance to what we do for lead actor and actress, but we were talking about, say, a Julianne Moore in May, December. We could essentially end up placing her in either category. Ryan Gosling for Barbie, depending on who we want to put in the other roles, in the other slots. Could be lead or supporting. We have that flexibility. Then we have cinematography, score, or best music. It's kind of just a combination of original music, pre-existing music, / soundtrack / original song. And then we have, much like a lot of film festivals, a jury prize. And this kind of exists to give a movie that has not won an award, maybe if there's something we want really badly to win something, we have an award open that we will probably give for some specific aspect of the film, but is kind of just a broad, can be applied anywhere. It's our jack of all trades. It's our wild card. It's our get out of jail free card. So does that make sense to everyone in this call?
Yes, sir, it does.
Perfect. I wanted to make sure. I figured it would. Hopefully it makes sense to you at home, but I think it's basically just parameters to make the discussion more interesting. So, Should we move on to the films of 2023 that are eligible and ineligible? I kind of want to go over a couple of the ones that a couple of us saw that didn't make the cut.
Yeah, let's do that. But real quick before we do, I just wanted to say, it's a big night. It's a night of glitz and glamour. So, I thought, let's go to the store and get a bottle of champagne, right? To share with you guys in spirit.
Yep.
So what I did was, instead, I could not find any champagne, so I got Miller High Life, the champagne of beers.
A champagne of beers.
And I've actually got two of these right here. So if you detect maybe a little less cogency from me throughout maybe I'll get a third. But who knows?
Here's the thing: first one's Giamatti, second one's the kid. Because they do the.
Sure.
A big role in the
whole I remember that.
Right.
I watched the movie.
So
I did. I didn't just rate it on Letterboxd.
That's what Billy Crystal. That's what Billy Crystal's. You're Jackie Crystal. You're
I didn't
doing
just
like a
pretend.
Miller High Life. Maybe you're in the scene. Oh hey, you guys know this is the champagne of beers, right?
Cheers, guys. Now let's hear about these films.
Man. I got a sparkling water.
Oh, bingo, bango, bongo. Kobe's of course straight edge, so.
It's true. You can tell by his tattoos.
Tattoos that say vegan. I was going to say that. I got tattoos that say vegan.
You have a V, don't you?
What's up? I do, actually.
That's for Vendetta.
You have a V-Lo tattoo, yeah. What is that?
V for Vendetta.
What is what?
What is that tattoo?
V for Vendetta? It's an Alan Moore
V for Vendetta.
It's V-Lo. It looks like V-Lo for the listeners
I hate it. I got it. It's Thomas Pynchon's first novel, V, and I wish I didn't have it, but I was 19.
Because it looks like V-Lo, right?
Well, it looks like V-Lo, and it's also a very embarrassing tattoo to get when you're 19.
Well, yeah, because
no, it's not embarrassing to get when you're 19. It's embarrassing to get when you're 27 or whatever, which is what your age is now. 26.
No, man, I'm 25. I'm younger.
Oh my God, this guy's younger than me. I thought surely
that
he's so
hack,
handsome, so he must be.
That author's a hack, he just writes those $110 million blockbusters,
Right.
That Pynchon guy, they just hand Leonardo DiCaprio and say, go make it. It's the new heartthrob. He's bullshit. He's sold out.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, that sounds right to me. I don't know. I saw Inherent Vice. It was cool. I'm probably not going to read any of those novels though.
No. It's exciting.
Let's talk about our hats.
One of our few exciting things to.
Let's do a hat rundown. We need that. All right.
You want to do the hat rundown, Jack?
Yes.
I thought you said you didn't want to do that.
Never mind. I changed my mind. I do want to do the hat rundown. I'll start because mine's least interesting, and then we can go to Kobe and then Hyatt. So I have a hat. It's a bucket hat, and you know what? It actually has. I'm not going to take it off because my hair will look. It's got the mesh on the back.
That's not a bucket hat, is it?
That's a trucker hat, you mean?
Yeah,
it's a trucker hat.
This is a bucket hat, brother.
A bucket hat is.
This is a bucket hat.
Schoolboy Q.
Oh, that's a bucket hat, right?
Bucket hat.
Thank God I'm not wearing one of those. Anyways, it's a band called Cloud Rat that I played with. They have no bassist, but they're really good. So
cool. They should have asked Flea to be their bassist.
He would
And
have
he
done it
probably
too.
would have done it, yeah.
He would have done it.
Because, he just takes all these roles. Or
I
at
bet the
least
Hey, I
Peppers
mean,
were-
the guy,
I bet the
the
Peppers
guy
would
was
be
in
canceled.
the guy was in Babylon. I think he'll do just about anything these days.
Yes!
Was he in Babylon?
Yes!
Of course, he's in Babylon, man.
Dude,
Of
I'm in
course he's
Babylon. You didn't see me
Yeah.
in the back?
No, I did. You were great. Okay.
Kobe, what's your hat, man?
It's BYU, Brigham Young University, in honor of the GOAT, Steve Young.
Steve Young.
Steve Young.
Can we... it's Brigham Young, but it's a Y.
Brigham
You would
Young
think
University.
that Y would be the first letter in the...
Well, I feel like it makes sense to me because I feel like there's a lot of
Whoa.
universities where the logo is a B, and BYU gets to have their logo be the Y. Right?
Is Steve Young related to Brigham Young? Is it like a direct?
Oh shit!
Is it a kind of
Are we
Nepo
cracking that?
baby?
Breaking-
Hollywood-esque
breaking-
Nepo baby?
Nepo baby, damn. Steve Young, Nepo baby his way into a ring. One ring,
That's
may I
seriously
add.
fucked up.
How many does Joe Montana have? 5. Steve Young only has 1, and people are trying to say, who's the better quarterback? I'm Baltimore strong today in support of the bridge.
I've been on that bridge, many times.
Well, I'm in support of it.
Well,
All right,
it
so
could have
moving
used
on
your
to the
support the other
movies
day.
Moving on to the movies that didn't make the cut in 2023. So
Yeah.
these are movies that two of us, basically, actually every single one of these is a movie just Kobe and I saw. That we basically
I don't
didn't
give a shit about this.
feel strongly enough to push to have watched for the jury. So those movies are American Fiction, Asteroid City, Beau's Afraid, Napoleon, Past Lives, Poor Things, and Priscilla.
Okay, can I give a little
those
context?
movies are basically in contention, but so imagine those
Okay,
movies.
well, I've
we
got
just kinda
several-
figured wouldn't win anything, but
Yeah,
It's
I've
a-
got
we
several
can-
noms from those movies though. So
That's
do-
fine, we
yeah,
can talk
you
about
You can
them.
shout that up, but they are not eligible to win anything from the jury.
All right, that's fine.
I just wanted to say really quick, give a quick rundown on why I didn't see those films. Most of them that I didn't see them because they seemed boring, or like
Couple of them are good.
I thought I wouldn't.
Some of them
like
are good, like Napoleon.
So- we should do maybe today is the Napoleon showdown.
I don't
Poor
have much to
Things,
say.
Yorgos Lanthimos, that guy's a hack.
Can I say Poor Things? Poor Things has grown on me.
Wow.
Interesting.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Interesting.
American Fiction. The director seems annoying.
Good Oscar speech.
Priscilla, I would
Really
like
good
to
Oscar
see.
speech.
Priscilla, I'd like to see.
good.
Yeah. Wait, what else was there?
I
Uh,
kind of
Wait,
assumed
I was
that you
afraid.
had it.
Don't fucking
Past Lives,
I need to
Past
rewatch
Lives,
Don't
Asteroid
care.
City, Asteroid
care
City,
about Asteroid City. I'll probably watch that one.
Asteroid
Care
City,
about Asteroid City, but not Past Lives.
Ass Lives.
It's. I don't think I'm gonna like that
Lord,
movie.
hey, Lord, give me the confidence of a mediocre white man. Am I right?
That's right.
Yup. Anyways, so those movies
Wait,
are not.
I also feel like I should say the two that I missed that in retrospect I wish I saw this year: Perfect Days and the big one, Showing Up. I missed Showing Up.
It's not in
I disqualified Showing Up as a
Really?
2022 film.
Interesting.
because it
Showing
didn't
Up,
get festivals in 2022.
fantastic film by Kelly Reichardt. That
Showing
if
Up
it
would be super in
was,
contention.
if it was in contention, it would
Okay.
be all over these awards. I think, and you should
And,
certainly
Perfect-
give it a watch.
And Perfect Days wasn't that good, so
Damn.
Okay.
Even though
So it doesn't
Koji's the
matter.
goat, shout out that dude who was in Cure.
Yeah, he gives like the
Is
sixth
the
best
lead in
performance of
Perfect
his
Days?
career.
Is that the guy in Cure?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that rules. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Vin Vendors was like, I like you a lot in Cure. I'm gonna put you in my bad movie now. I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe it's alright.
All right,
I
so
bet it's all right.
It's probably alright.
enough blabber about the movies that aren't eligible. Let's go down to the
Fuck those
21
movies.
movies that are eligible. 21. By the way, being like a very average, like I checked 2022 Cannes jury,
Right.
21 films in contention. I think we
Right.
ended up landing on a very good number. So going down the list in alphabetical order, we have A Fire, Air, Anatomy of a Fall, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, Barbie, Blackberry, The Boy and the Heron,
Right.
Ferrari, Godzilla, -1, The Holdovers, The Iron Claw, The Killer, Killers of the Flower Moon, Knock at the Cabin, Maestro, May December, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Part 1, Oppenheimer, Spider-Man, Across the Spider-Verse, The Taste of Things, and The Zone of Interest.
Do I want to...
So do we want to open this? Does anyone have something they feel very strongly about? Does anyone have a potential you think is a surefire lock?
Wait, well, just 1 minute. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention a movie that neither of you saw that is eligible, that would be eligible, Magic Mike's Last Dance. It's not?
Well, I mean, it's not eligible because these are the only eligible movies.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. If you had seen them, they would have been eligible.
That's awesome.
You could mention them in categories, but no, none of the movies I mentioned before are eligible.
Magic Mike's Last Dance, a movie that ends after the first 20 minutes, but it ends because you have to go jerk off. So.
Right.
But you can mention these in your categories if you want to.
For sure.
Anyways, what I was saying
I've got a couple fun noms.
So does anyone have one that you're like, we can cross this off? I think I'm calling my shot when this is it.
Should we hit picture first, man? What's your deal? Like,
I think we can hit picture
thinking.
first.
Okay,
I think maybe we should hit
picture or supporting actor.
Okay, I think so those are very intertwined in my mind. So that is a good.
Me too. Me too.
So we should just do a 1, 2, 3 countdown and say what the number one movie of 2023 is.
All right.
Okay.
Should we each? Okay. We'll all do it at the same time.
Ready? Yeah, we'll all do it at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
A Fire.
May December.
Anatomy of a Fall.
Wow. I did not realize that.
I didn't expect it. I didn't realize Anatomy of a Fall was that high up. But
Anatomy of a Fall is big for me. Anatomy of a Fall is big for me.
That's crazy.
Although, Hyatt, I definitely understand where you're coming from, May December, because I honestly, I had a feeling that this would end up going to Melton, I presume. But I could have seen a world in which we would have given it to Swan Arlo or Mean Lawyer from Anatomy of a Fall. Two performances.
Well, look, here's the thing. If May December wins picture, I'm less inclined to push for Melton for supporting actor.
I see.
Like that's kind of my thing is like
Melton is also so obvious in supporting actor. So.
Well, yeah, but he didn't get nominated for the Oscar.
That's true.
If May December wins picture, I don't feel like it needs to get anything else. But I don't know where we're at with picture.
I mean, it's to me.
May December is my number 4, so I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be upset with compromising.
But it's not like your ultimate.
I imagine.
I think that's
it's not my
just
ultimate goal unless. I feel like too, unless Hyatt's willing to. Hyatt, I get the feeling you're not willing to move on Zone of Interest. So the only other option there would be.
Zone of Interest. I don't want Zone of Interest to win picture.
I know. So Anatomy of a Fall, Killers of the Flower Moon, or May December are basically.
See,
me,
I was thinking
the 3.
I thought the compromise might end up being Killers of the Flower Moon,
which would be okay.
If May December
which I would be
higher for people, then that's like I would prefer May December, but if it's Killers of the Flower Moon.
I'd be comfortable doing Killers for.
Part of it is there's so many places Killers can slot. I feel like Killers can easily slot in director or actress.
I feel the same way about May December.
Or screenplay. No, I mean that's true, but I mean I think a lot of the pictures are gonna feel. I mean, hey, Anatomy of a Fall immediately jumps out to me where I'm like, there's a lot of other stuff that. Like I feel screenplay or actress, depending on how other things fall.
Screenplay, actress, supporting actor,
I mean, so something I had in mind just to get this off my back and I don't know, is to just give Sandra Hüller actress for Anatomy of a Fall and Zone of Interest.
Yeah, that's fine with me. She's
Wow,
my winner for
interesting.
Zone of Interest.
Oh wow, okay. Well, I mean, hey,
Yeah,
I'm
so
fine with that then.
I'd be totally happy.
But I don't want to like
Sandra Hüller
lock
there.
that because part of that depends is like.
Well, I know,
she's
but
probably
we can
This,
have
yeah.
these
If
conversations.
we did that, for me, I would want Killers probably more to win picture because I feel like
You want Lily Gladstone to get.
yeah, that's my kind of clear number one for actress.
Part of it is I have 4 actresses that I would just be fine with winning it because I think
sure.
they're all amazing. Like
Yeah.
Portman, Gladstone, Hüller, and Binoche could all get it, and I would be
over
fine with any of
Julianne,
those.
or is Julianne? Okay, wait.
Julianne? I'm
fraud?
sliding Julianne in supporting.
Yeah, well, she's lead, but
Okay, well then on this,
She's only in 36
so
minutes.
lead actress.
I don't care.
Lead actress
How about
was a bit of a difficult call for me between my 1 and 2. I think Sandra Hüller is again, it would be for Anatomy of a Fall and Zone of Interest sort of combined. Do you guys have? I imagine you have Paula Beer slotted into supporting.
Yes.
yes, sir.
Okay, then I'd be fine.
Yeah. So
I'd be fine.
my 5 are the 4 I mentioned,
Discussion.
and
Also,
my
Hyatt-
5 are the 4 I mentioned, and then Roby for Barbie.
Hyatt, feel free if you want to write this stuff down and share your screen. I can switch between your.
Yeah,
screen.
yeah. I'll pop it up when we start actually.
Cool. All right. Well, we should decide on picture, I think, before we talk about all this stuff. And
Hi, there's no. Okay, so then.
Okay, so
Am I the
here-
only
I
one who
would
was
push.
hot? All right.
So here's the thing: if May December doesn't win picture, I would push really hard for Melton to get supported.
it's fine with me.
Okay.
Totally fine with me. That he's my sporting winner. So. Kobe, do you have a problem with that? Are you pushing for someone in sporting actor?
I would probably. I would say I probably have 2 names above Melton.
And that's who?
Uh,
Can I ask?
that would be Swan Arlo and
Who is
Dave
that?
Bautista. Swan Arlo is the nice lawyer,
Okay.
and Anatomy of a Fall.
He's a
Dave
sexy lawyer.
Bautista.
Right.
Dave Bautista, Knock at the Cabin.
All right.
I'm willing to let that one slide. That's more because again,
Hey,
I
would
think,
love May December in picture and Batista in supporting actor.
I'd honestly, I think that's more exciting to me, right? I think Flower Moon, picture, Melton.
My only
supporting
thing is he's
actor.
gonna die, man. Marty's gonna die.
What's up?
That's my thing with Killers.
Well, let's give him picture, or we'll give him director.
Yeah,
Excuse
you're
me.
right. You're actually right. All right. Yeah, you convinced me. I mean, not that we have to lock that in, but that is I think that's probably
Part of it
that
is-
that makes more sense as a
mean,
prospect. I think.
Would you rather do that than give it to Gladstone? I mean, are we now just like acquiescing to a couple of these?
No,
as, like,
no,
the
no,
ruler
no.
pick or no?
No,
'Cause
actually,
part of it is I don't know if anything should get 2. I just put that in as a rule. I didn't put that in as a rule because I
Right,
wanted
right,
to give
right.
something too. You know.
I also just think
Right.
now that I'm thinking about it that as like as a directorial effort, I think it makes sense to reward Marty for Killers, whereas like May December has literally like if there's literally magic going on the screen with every time one of those 3 people is on the screen, like, which is always. So I don't know. To me, it feels like, and not that that's not true with Killers, but like just feels such like and not that Todd Haynes was not, did not have a huge part in all that, but it feels like.
I mean, I will say, I just think the Melton performance is so electric and is such a calling card,
Right.
just to shout it out,
Right.
like just the physicality of it.
Yeah.
It's such a linchpin for the movie that he's that good. Not that I think. I mean, obviously I'm fine with it winning picture, but I do think I mean, that performance is like such an incredible calling card. The scene of him smoking weed with his son on the
It's
roof
unbelievable.
goes from like a
Right.
Happy Madison scene to melodrama to something like even more real than melodrama. So
Something.
quickly.
It's like a horror movie towards the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's so like I think he is just like so perfect. But
Well
like,
then,
if
what if we did director for Todd Haynes then, and sort of being able to capture the absolutely absurd tonal shifts that movie needs to make on a dime.
part of it is I think it's like, well, I want to give it to Melton, I want to give it to Haynes, I want to give it screenplay, I want to give it actress. So then
Sure.
picture kind of just encompasses all.
Let's give May December a picture.
Because I think it's probably between that and Killers of the Flower Moon on ones that we actually agree on. So if we don't want to give it to Killers of the Flower Moon, I mean, and nothing is like final. So we could always change it. It's not,
I think that makes sense.
Now,
Picture May December
as picture, which makes me.
Can I posit? I think now that we have May December out of the way for picture, can I posit what I think will be a surefire lock for screenplay?
Here
Actually, wait, I have two. So, I think if you were to ask me, right, Anatomy of a Fall would be my screenplay win. I really would be totally happy if we snuck a fire in there, though. I think that's like a remarkable screenplay.
I like that a lot. I mean, honestly, just because I think it's not getting in anywhere.
I feel like either of those two. Well, the thing about a fire is that, but supporting actress is so fucking
part
strong
of it. So Schubert might be my one.
Schubert might be my one as well.
I think his comedic timing. I think everything about him in that movie is so funny and so like rings so true.
Oh wait, so we need to have this discussion.
Schubert, wait, that's your guys' one for lead actor from Fire.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Dude, he's so good. I mean,
he's really hot.
No, I think he's great.
Okay,
I think
this is
great,
the discussion we need to have, Kobe.
Like,
is he hot?
Yeah.
You think Schubert's hot? You could please be honest. Please say. I know
no,
that
thinking
you're
about it.
not. I'm a fat
No,
guy,
see, I think he's so hot.
Like,
that's like it's like it hits me immediately. If you're thinking about it, the answer is no, which is fine.
No, I mean
Yeah,
I don't think that's true.
I guess that's a good point.
That's fine.
I guess that's a good point. I think
he's a sexy beast. They should have. You know what? Jonathan Glazer actually made that movie, Sexy Beast, about Thomas Schubert.
But I don't like. It's up in there. So I basically like. I feel like I don't even need to go over all my noms. I just have like actor. It's between for me, and that doesn't mean that I'm not even against giving someone out of there. But like, it's a 3-man race between Schubert, Driver, and Ferrari, and DiCaprio and Killers.
That's the same for me. But I will say,
those are the three.
an actor in lead actor, I have Batista for Knock at the Cabin, and my argument for him being lead instead of supporting is that he's so big, and that is legitimately my argument. He's so fucking big. M. Night was like, because he was like, oh, I can slim down for this if you need me to, like I can get pretty light or whatever. And M. Night was like, I want you as big as possible. And it's like so crucial that he's that big because it makes you feel fucking claustrophobic. Like if you imagine the scenes that he's in without him, it's like a completely different movie. I think it's like unbelievable. And then also on top of that, he's just like magic. Like where did he learn to do this? In the WWE? Like
he took acting lessons. He's a god. He's on his grind. He's on his grind.
Oh my god, I think he's so fucking good in that movie. That movie is unbelievable.
He's unbelievable. That movie's amazing.
I think we slot him in supporting just for logistical reasons.
Yeah, you're right.
I think so too.
But that's my
because the film cuts away from him, and I feel
cuts
like
away from everyone, I think.
But like when it cuts away from the cabin to flashback, it's about Jonathan Groff and the other guy.
Yeah, certainly.
Which segues into my 3 lead actors: Bradley Cooper, Maestro; Jonathan Groff, Knock at the Cabin; Adam Driver, Ferrari. So those are my top 3.
Do you like Leo and Killers of the Flower Moon? I mean, not dislike, but...
Leo. I have Leo from Killers here. He's in my 5.
Hi, can you talk Leo?
He's in my
Killers?
5.
I think Leo is like literally. I think Killers is literally like Leo's first good performance ever, or like first great performance ever. And I think it's just because he finally fully gives himself over. I don't know, like, if he's ever, since Gilbert Grape, if he's ever done a role where he's not at least somewhat interpreted as being cool. Even in, like, The Revenant. I think he's getting there Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But to fully give himself over, he plays dumb so convincingly well but like the type of insidiously evil dumb that will just kind of go along with it. I think some of the thing about Killers is I don't think he even fully understands what he's doing. Like, I think he's like, him and De Niro are kind of two sides of the same, are kind of like two sides of a different coin of like the evil of America, and like part of it is he's the side that's willing to just kind of mindlessly go along with it. But like, there's just so much of like the first scene with De Niro, or the one I'm thinking of, where that he's kind of sitting him down, and basically De Niro's kind of interviewing him to be the guy for the scheme, you know,
right.
And he's talking about how he loves women and stuff. I realized like, oh, this is he's finally completely willing to give himself over to a character, like instead of his idea of how he like wants to be perceived. I thought it was like truly an excellent performance. He very well ended up being my personal winner for the end of the year. I'd say it again. It's very much between those three.
For me, the Venn diagram, or I guess if you were to pinpoint three things, like three movies he did to be like his representation as an actor, it would be this, Catch Me If You Can, and Wolf of Wall Street. And that's why Catch Me If You Can is my favorite performance of his, where I think he's doing the same or a very similar thing that he's doing here. But he's like, I mean, I think I might give you that he's kind of stumbling into it. Like, he might be stumbling into in my opinion, incredible performance because he's kind of a little nervous. Like, because he's maybe a little uncomfortable and a little green. But I love that performance. And that's why, also, I love this performance. I think it's fucking unbelievable.
Right.
So I think we have to bounce around because we both have Adam Driver in our three.
All three of us.
What do we think of supporting actress?
I loved your nom for Ella Graham from Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. I think I mean, from the second she walked on screen, like the first time she opens her mouth, I mean, everybody in that movie is amazing. And I don't have Ella Graham, but I do have obviously Rachel McAdams and Kathy Bates.
I have Kathy Bates as well.
Ella Graham is just so funny. Like, just every single thing that she says in that
She's
movie
hilarious,
is so funny. And the sort of humor or the sort of comedic timing and emphasis that you don't often, if ever, see from a child actor. Which is why, I mean, like, I don't think that From and Craig is down for, like, a top 3 best director from either of us. But, I mean, the way that she, again, navigates the tonal shifts in that movie are just absolutely stellar.
I would love if we gave Kelly From and Craig director, but I know we're probably not. But I think that would be awesome if we gave her best director.
She's in my list.
That's what that movie
She's
has.
in my long list.
That's the best thing
cool.
that movie has going for it. If there's that many
is
kids
100%.
good in a movie, it's because the directing's good.
Right.
That's true. Everyone in that movie is like operating on such a high level.
Every child in that movie is giving a great performance.
Yeah, which is not easy to have happen. It's probably...
Okay, so... Oh, you go first real quick.
I was just going to say it's probably not possible with a male director, honestly. Like...
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that story is so, you know.
Yeah,
Kobe could do it.
I could do it.
But, no. Okay, so anyways, what I was getting at was my one for supporting actress is almost certainly Penelope Cruz in Ferrari. And
right,
that's like my go-to, like, one that I would just have slotted in. Because I think, like, similar to how I'd have Melton in supporting actor, I'm like, well, that's what you reward that movie for, is she's giving like maybe the best performance of her career. And at least I mean, it's the thing literally everyone is clipping, so I feel stupid saying it, but people ever keep being like, it's the best English language performance of her career. But that's almost 100% true, and I would go even further, be like, she's like giving, because like Adam Driver, she's giving like the man performance people expect out of a Michael Mann movie.
Right.
And Adam Driver's doing something a little more like Russell Crowe in The Insider, you know?
Yeah.
Right. No,
I
mean, for me, Penelope Cruz is clear number one, but it makes me sad for Paula Beer, who I sort of slotted into lead actress because I sort of assumed that there would be some discussion about this in general. But I guess part of the joke of that movie is that there is just one lead, right? Like that's almost quite literally what the film is about. Is that there is one lead.
He's like a narcissist.
And he's a narcissist. And I that's a movie that has really grown on me.
He's just a shy,
since
sexy
watching.
guy. He's like me, actually. He's a bit like me. You know what I came out of a fire is
I feel like
this guy's
supporting.
kind of like me.
Jack, I love when you and I go down to the beach to hang out and you wear your full clothes.
Dude,
You
yeah,
wear your
literally,
full
that would happen.
black
Me and
outfit.
You wear
Kobe.
your
Kobe
full
is
outfit.
fucking the other guy. By the way, that guy. What the fuck is his name? Hold on.
Which
The
one?
biggest laugh line in a
Trebs?
fire to me
Trebs.
is
Krebs. That guy's unbelievable. That guy's hilarious.
I have him
The,
down as my number 5.
That guy's
biggest
so
laugh
funny.
line in a fire for me is when he's
Club
in
sandwich?
his full all black outfit at the beach and they're about to leave and he's like, "You sure you don't want to take a dip?" And it's like the least wanting to take a dip man of all time is sitting on the beach in his entire like Joy Division outfit, you know.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my god, the
That's
movie's
my guy.
amazing, bro. Okay.
The thing that's so good about that movie is that it introduces a 4th character with only 25 minutes left, and then that actor is also just completely amazing. And just this is his agent character.
Yeah.
And is
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
yet
Oh, dude,
again
that
the
guy's so
nicest
good.
person in the entire world.
That dude's awesome. He also, for some reason, I don't know if he actually does, but the whole time I was like, this dude looks like / reminds me of Lars von Trier, and I don't know if that's how accurate
Right.
that is.
Yeah, I mean,
Funny.
he
But,
kind of looks like Lars von Trier.
No,
Okay,
I
wait.
love that guy.
Should we locked in actress as Cruz? I don't think it affects anything
Supporting.
else really. Yeah.
Well, it does affect actor, but I'm fine with
I don't
that.
think it affects actor.
Yeah, I'm fine with
we
that
can
too.
still give it to Driver.
Oh, no, for sure. Well, no, we can't give supporting actress
Okay.
to Cruz and.
Oh, we
actors
can't.
forever.
Wait. What?
No,
No,
you, have
one
to, you can
acting,
only
one
win
technical.
one. Yeah,
Oh,
you
I'm a
gotta pay
stupid
attention, man.
moron. Okay,
I'd
hold
be
Also,
fun to
on.
go
I don't
Leo.
want to give
I'd be fun to
anything
go
to
Leo.
really. So
Oh, okay. Wait, I'm sorry. Oh.
The thing is, I like Penelope
Okay,
Cruz
that's
and
fine.
Ferrari more than I like Adam Driver.
Yeah, I
and
think I do
Ferrari.
too. I think I do too. It's
And
so
Leo's
close,
still on my
like-
5.
part of it is we
I
just
think.
might
we're
And again,
not
talking
also, I didn't really
Bradley,
do-
guys.
I didn't really
Part of
do
it is
an
we-
honest 5.
Oh, what did you say, Kobe?
I said part of it too is also like I didn't really do an honest 5. Like a lot of the time I was trying to pick
Yeah.
movies or pick performances that either hadn't
Okay,
been
so-
looked at all by the Oscars or like I was tired of the narrative, basically.
Are we
Sure,
gonna have a consensus actor pick though? Is the thing?
Well, I think we lock
can
in
be fine
Cruz
with
and
Leo.
then talk.
Okay,
Oh,
I'd be good
well,
to talk to.
Let's
I'd be good to talk
soft
about.
lock Cruz. I don't want anyone full locked.
Okay, fine.
Now here's
Right.
probably the thing. If we give Cruz actress, are we giving Petzold screenplay for A Fire?
I think it's.
Or Trier screenplay for.
Well, do we
Millennium
give-
Fall.
Do we do
it's getting
Marty and director? Do we do Marty and director and Hooler and actress? For both.
Or Shyamalan and director.
Dude, you're not getting.
Well,
that through
are we
the-
not doing Batista and supporting?
Right. Fuck.
The thing is, we've got a lot of we basically
Yeah,
have a lot
yeah.
of dominoes where a bunch of shit's gonna fall, and then we're gonna have
Yeah.
just score and
Yeah.
cinematography and jury left
It's
over.
true. Can you like put on this document our soft picks for each one so far?
Well, I don't. I kind of do have the soft picks for each one. I mean, who are the soft picks for some of these at this point?
Oh, just a fire screenplay, basically, and then
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
December.
Yeah,
I mean, this
because
is where it
okay.
gets down to
What?
crunch time.
Because what needs to win? I mean, I really want a fire to have something because it's my favorite movie, obviously, and I
Right,
feel like
right.
it's if not screenplay, I have a hard time believing it's getting anything else, especially now
Okay,
that we
well
just
then, well
locked
then,
in
wait a
Cruz.
second. Wait a second. If I can enter, if Hyatt argues that director and screenplay are sort of best picture class A, best picture class B, I'd love to have the three of us represented and give Justine Triet best director.
Okay.
Oh, and there's silence on the other end. There's
but
silence
then
on the
we
other
need
end.
to have a serious conversation about Leo.
Part of it is then, well,
Bradley
part of
Cooper,
what
Maestro.
part of the math I'm doing in my head is, do I push to give Petzold director and Trier screenplay then?
I honestly think
that
that makes more sense to me.
That
Speaking personally,
could
I
work,
think
but then we give Gladstone actress, but then are you guys going to be mad when I basically don't let Zone of Interest get cinematography or scorer?
I don't care about that at all.
well,
I mean,
Like-
maybe
like
it's just because I
basically-
went into this
Basically,
without.
we're made. Yeah, it's like we'd be then basically picking between
right.
you know.
A lot of
I-
compromise.
Part of this was my thing with Hooler for actress is it just kind of very neatly ties a bow on being like, she was great in 2 movies. We get to award 2 movies at once. Like, it kind of makes sense, you know. But if that idea doesn't really hit, then
I think I like Zone of Interest more than anyone else here. I know I like Anatomy of a Fall more than everyone else here.
thing is, I want Anatomy of a Fall to get something.
Me too.
I really think
I love that
screenplay
movie.
director or actress, if it's not getting picture, are the 3 that I would want to ride the hardest for Anatomy of a Fall. And I feel like there's a very neat way we could do, and hey, maybe this is irritating, maybe this isn't in the spirit of the rules, but is there a way in which we could give Sandra Hüller actress for Zone of Interest and then slot Justine Triet in for director or screenplay elsewhere, or is that
I would.
not-
That's not satisfying.
Am I winning?
You cut
Right.
the basically including Anatomy of a Fall in the actress win is like the condition that lets that happen.
I don't have Sandra
Okay.
Hüller
Understood.
nommed for Zone of Interest. I only have her for Anatomy of a Fall. I mean, she's fantastic in Zone of Interest, but one is the clear. I mean, I like
Part of it
Anatomy
again.
of
Part
a
of it's
Fall
why I
better.
like that idea is just because it would get
right
again.
right.
It kind of just puts a bow on a thing.
Oh,
We're not like
God.
super. If we're not like super in love with that, we don't have to. It's just then we're starting to figure out. Like, I mean, hey, let me pull up what else.
Dude,
So
this
I mean,
is
I'll have a
getting
couple that I thought.
nasty.
Oh, did I accidentally? Okay.
Yeah.
I had a couple that I thought
The
were.
wolves are out right now. It's the picture. We are in
I'm
the
not-
picture. Can you see the wolves?
I'm not joking.
In this
What
picture?
what if for actor we did Bradley Cooper
It's not a joke to me. I don't
Yeah,
take that
I
as a
mean
joke.
as
that's
like a
not like
compromise
the most
win?
exciting, but it's.
I
mean,
kind of feel the same
we giving
way.
something to
I don't know
Maestro?
why. I mean,
What's up?
I love Maestro, but for some reason
I love it too.
that isn't. I'd be fine with that.
But it keeps Ferrari open.
Let's
keeps
leave it.
Actress
Let's leave it.
open.
Let's leave it on the board.
Okay.
I think that's okay
leave
if
it on
that's
the
what
big
ends up
board.
happening.
I would say it leaves.
Okay.
It leaves
Okay.
Gladstone.
Where are we putting Killers of the Flower Moon? Because
Oh,
This decides a lot.
dude, this is so fucked up. This is. I mean, it sounds like he can't get director.
he could get director. I mean, hey, there's a slot that makes a lot of sense. The Marty getting director path is the path in which Hooler wins actress for both.
Yeah, true.
Right, but Marty getting director path is the path where I start complaining about Anatomy of a Fall not being represented in any of the big 3.
Is actress not enough? I
Yeah,
feel
you
like
don't
that
care about
is
actress?
such like a.
Huh?
And this guy was saying some stuff about.
Is actress not enough?
This guy
I
doesn't
don't
even
know.
like
I mean,
women at all.
I think it's the best movie of the year. I feel like
Well, yeah, but
I'm well within my rights to argue that it's direction
No, for sure.
or it's screenplay.
Yeah.
Be
I guess I just view
Right.
actress as being because it's such like a. But I mean, hey, it's not my.
Well,
favorite
because
movie, but it's
actress
like,
is
so, like,
fucking
I would have,
stacked. Also,
But at the same time, I mean, a huge reason why that film is so successful is because of Sandra Hüller's introduction to guys like me, right? Who hadn't seen Sybil.
Yeah, go back and watch Sybil.
I know.
go back and listen to
Listen,
Daughters.
But also,
Listen
because
to
again,
the track, bitch.
okay.
you guys remember that
Then
when John Mayer was.
I'd be
in the
fine.
studio with
I'd be
Kanye?
fine to lock in Sandra Hüller for the double win because I know I like Zone of Interest more than both of you too, and that way, well, not lock her
I mean,
in.
hey,
I'd
don't
be
wanna
willing.
I don't want to bully you out of.
No. Because I'd rather have 2 movies that I'm quite passionate about be up there than only one, right?
I mean,
And
is
plus,
there?
this is the
we
exact
give
kind of win that
Screenplay
we
to
were lying
Trier.
about.
We give screenplay Trier and give Paula Beer actress. I mean, I'm fine with that. But it doesn't feel.
Part of it is I almost feel like Penelope Cruz is more of a lead than Paula Beer. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
That doesn't
like
make
that
sense.
just gets with the messy categories.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much of an argument for Beer and actress.
You're right. I'm capping my ass off, to be honest.
No, the question is basically like, God, all right, where are we at?
This is hard.
I mean, part of it is, again, part of why I like this Hula and actress plan so much is it just gets zone of interest off the board too, and I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Right. What if we did screenplay for Killers, or is that not necessarily honoring Marty?
I feel like director is just part of what's so crazy about Killers is like they pivot halfway through. Like I feel like it's kind of like, I mean, that does go with screenplay because they had to like rewrite it, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that's such a feat of just having control of that whole project. Part of it is we're in a kind of bind where it's like Killers probably isn't getting anything that isn't actress or director.
Right.
So
what if we did Tom Cruise lead actor at Mission Impossible?
I don't even feel strong about that, unfortunately.
Dude, yeah.
I would give Macquarie director.
And Hyatt loves that movie, yeah.
I know. He's my number 10.
It's crazy. We haven't even said Lily Gladstone's name, which is like so...
I keep saying Lily Gladstone.
No, I know. I'm just kidding. I meant that metaphorically.
Part of it is it's funny.
Okay, well, what if we did...
I mean, it's been so talked about. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
I think her and Binoche, I was saying this to Jack, I think her and Binoche both play similar roles in their movies where it's kind of about, they present such a radiant presence, and then the movie's kind of about when they're removed from that situation, the absence that they leave.
Right.
Such a good take. I think there's a chance Juliette Binoche gives the best performance of the year, but like I get that that's not like a fun one to award, you know.
Yeah.
I'd be fine. Because we could do Lily again in lead actress, which is I'm A-okay with. But then Jack, I know you want are you more passionate about Marty or about Killers?
What you mean? Right,
because
Marty or Fire?
No. Well, in terms of for actress, would you rather Lily, or for director, would you rather Marty?
I don't care. I just want it there somewhere. It needs to be there. You just want it
there. Right.
Part of it is I kind of consider picture, director, screenplay, actor, actress as like the big five in a lot of ways, where like I kind of view those as we're really like picking, you know.
I mean, I do feel like Killers it's just like an enormous feat of screenwriting and filmmaking. And then it has two unbelievable performances and some more great performances. But it, just like kind of the enormity of the filmmaking of it. I mean, not even just because it's long as hell, but like, I don't know, it's just a huge undertaking. Like, it feels like, I mean, maybe
so
it's just the thing
sliding towards Marty and Hula.
I'm fine with that plan. I mean, obviously, Kobe, you have...
It makes sense to me.
Kobe, do you not want that?
No, it works for me. Because, again, it's not like Anatomy's my number 1.
He's putting
Killers
on...
is my number 7. Killers is my number 2.
Kobe is... You guys can't see it right now, but he's putting on the vest from First Reformed.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, that's fine. Killers is my number 2.
You also, we're seeing right now the POV from the desk of First Reformed right now.
What do you mean? I just like doing a cute thing like this.
Right. It is cute.
Right. No,
it is
works.
nice.
It's very
and
in
that's
the spirit.
In the spirit of it.
And it gets note of interest off the board simultaneously, which is a good call. Because if we got to the end of it and there wasn't any zone, I probably would have gotten a little bit pissed, a little flustered.
All right, so we've got actor and supporting actor.
Actor. Okay, so now we have to have. So we can just.
Wait. So do we want to put Batista in supporting actor? I think
sure, that's fine. Yeah.
Unless it's Ryan Gosling, but I'm guessing both you guys would prefer Batista.
I'd probably prefer Bautista. I think that's a fun one.
I'm
guessing
Ryan
you guys
Gosling
would vote
and Barbie.
Part of
he's great.
Is this where the fun factor comes in versus
I do my thing is that I also
the
kind of
thing
want
is, it's
Barbie
not
to
like-
win something.
Well, we have music still.
Oh,
We have
true.
music still. I will say
And
I
which
think
it
I
just
have a
wins.
lock for music, but
Ooh.
I'm interested.
I mean, is it
Uh,
Maestro?
Bo-
Like
Boy-
a lock,
Boy in the
i.e., you
Heron.
think we'll all
Boy in the
agree?
Heron.
Really? That is not a lock,
Boy-
I don't think.
Oh, okay, cool. Boy in the Heron.
Would you say?
scores
My
so
lock?
incredible. Boy in
Oh,
the Heron.
I see.
My lock for music is Oppenheimer. I think that score is fucking unbelievable.
I've just had to hear that score so much.
I
so
know,
I'm
it's
just
like
so
literally
stuck.
TikToked
Right.
out, but
I didn't
like
like
for
it.
good
So
reason.
sick of it.
Damn,
But
think
I don't
have
care
a-
about all
I
that.
don't have a lock for score.
Okay, so do we want to do? I mean, is Batista better than Gosling? I mean, Jack, would you prefer to give it to Gosling?
Oh my god.
I would probably have Gosling getting the edge, but I feel like we have to give this to Kobe.
I think yeah, Batista wins.
This is the compromise.
I mean, there's no way we.
Also,
could,
I mean, also,
let me
I
get
think
it.
he is better slightly for me, but it's
Okay,
really close.
so we
let me
now
just
have
say
cinematography,
Gosling.
score,
Also,
and
let me
directing.
say Barbie or Margot. I think is unbelievable. Like I think, and I don't like her at all.
Yo, sure. Okay, what about this? Looking at what's left,
Dude, the holdovers. I forgot.
what if Maestro won cinematography?
I was
Maestro
gonna say.
won
I was gonna say.
cinematography. It is a light year for cinematography, so I could see that.
I was about to say
being-
this is a year where like my top 3 movies I don't think are like a lot of years it'll be like literally just a list of the best looking movies in a row. I
Yeah,
mean, this is
right.
this is potentially like if we wanted to immediately switch everything around, we could potentially give it to Ferrari and then move everything. But I feel like it's easier to give it to Maestro, which I think does a lot of like.
I mean,
I think
truly,
shows a
looks
lot
great.
of restraint at times.
I know
Yeah.
that Zone of Interest isn't getting through, and that would be the only one I think for me that's super contentious. And
Right, same.
Just because it's very interesting to give that cinematography. I think also.
I know where we have Bautista for supporting. I'm not seriously defending it, but I think Knock at the Cabin is shot extraordinarily well.
Yes,
I think the way that it,
part
I
of
think the
it-
way that it,
part of it is
I think the way that it navigates the space in that film is just it navigates the constrained space of the cabin is just like unbelievable. Like the way that he extracts so much tension from like a rack focus. I think it's absolutely I think it's phenomenal.
part of that for me is I was somewhat. It's hard for me to get over my initial reaction because I was slightly disappointed with the look at Knock at the Cabin at first because I thought it was going to go as far as old goes, and so I had
Right,
very
right.
high expectations for what the look was going to be. But I mean, I like the look of Knock at the Cabin quite a bit. I just think
It looks really good.
Batista for supporting kind of slots in better.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, we could do Knock for cinematography, then do Ryan for supporting actor. That's maybe a little bit less fun for the supporting win, but that's a really.
I just
fun
don't think
cinematography
Maestro's
win.
getting through anywhere else.
I mean,
Unless
well,
is he
then
getting
that's
through an
fine.
actor?
I mean, if you
Bradley.
guys are fine with that. Yeah.
What can we? Let's
thing
have
is-
this discussion first. Actor.
Okay. The thing
I
is-
think it's Leo personally, but I mean,
Well, yeah, but we've already got
because it's not Schubert, right? It's,
Well, we've got Marty locked in, basically,
oh wait, yeah, I'm
for
stupid.
director.
So
I
it's
mean,
just
I think there's a couple interesting ones. I mean,
wait a minute, guys.
Giamatti.
So Kobe, you just like I mean, are you
Giamatti.
so unpassionate about Schubert? Like,
I know. I honestly thought it was a good performance, and again, it's the point of the movie. But I just thought everybody else was so fucking good, right? And so
Yeah.
I
So
don't
you
want
wanna
like to
give
the
it
point
to
where
Petzold?
on my supporting actress I have, what's her Paula Beer, and then I have both of those guys in my supporting actor. I have Langston Hughes and
they're so-
the
They're
friend,
both so
the friend,
good,
and the
yeah.
agent.
yeah. They're both no. I have the
the,
friend
both
the,
the
the
friend.
couple,
and,
yeah,
and the lifeguard.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
have the agent, and he's also immaculate.
yeah.
So
It's tough
again,
with
it's
those
not that I
movies,
thought
man.
that Thomas Schubert was bad or
If it-
anything. I just
If it was 2014, this
Okay,
would,
what
this
was
would
the
have been really
performance I was
easy.
probably
Here's the
passionate
thing.
about.
What about Giamatti?
I'd be fine with Giamatti. I'd be fine with that. I mean,
The thing is, I'm not-
I'd be
I'm not
happy.
Yes.
He's
super-
great.
Okay.
I'm not super passionate about the holdovers, but I love Giamatti, so I'm fine giving it to him. I for some reason that feels better than giving it to Maestro for me, and then Maestro for cinematography.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. I mean, I
bet
think
Bradley would probably like that too. Bradley would probably rather be nominated.
dude,
than be
he's
recognized
fake
for
as hell,
visual
bro.
style.
He'd be like, he would cry when he went home. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, that works." You saw that shit where he was like, someone asked him, Eagles Super Bowl or winning the Oscar.
Win an
He was
Oscar,
like Eagles Super Bowl. Like
Yeah,
he's
of
a
course,
dork, man. He wants the fucking Oscar. He's capping.
No.
How do you spell it?
No way.
Eagles Super Bowl.
He
He already
wants
has
his
one of
team to
those.
win.
He got it like 3 years ago.
He does have one
wants
of
his team
those.
to
He
win.
doesn't.
He has the ring, bro. They gave him
He
one.
wants a
They
diamond,
gave
man.
Bradley the ring. You guys saw that, right? After the Eagles won.
Bah, 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 bah. All right, so we're just down.
And then I
And
walked
then
up to
him
him
with
with his
this.
ring, and I did this.
And then,
I did
yeah.
this when I walked up to him.
He hit him with this when he has the ring on the
Hit
middle
him with one
finger
of
too,
those.
and then he transitions into
I like
this.
that.
All right,
Okay.
score.
So we're basically down to score, which is basically combined music and.
It's Barbie. Yeah, it's
Jury.
not even a discussion really.
Do you
Right.
think so, Kobe?
Because I'm trying to look through for music. I mean,
Have you listened to I'm Just Ken outside of seeing Barbie?
yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's Barbie. It's
Yeah.
Barbie.
If you said no, I was gonna be like, let's entertain.
I
other
also
options.
have Priscilla, Blackberry, and The Killer. I just want to shut those out. I don't really love The Killer, but I think it has a really, really
And shout
just
out.
classically good, right? Trent.
They should call. They
Classically
should have.
boring.
Trent Reznor
They should have
score
called
that
it Black
he's been
Boring.
phoning in for the last 10 years. You know,
Yeah, but I like it.
the
right?
same Trent Reznor
I like
score
when
that he delivers.
I like when it starts happening.
I think 10 years ago Trent Reznor just made like 50 scores and he just sends you one that's already done.
Right.
He just like emails it to you and he's like, I made this for you. Me and Atticus. Or maybe he just had Atticus do it at this point. He's like, Atticus, we need another score. Come on. I'm going up for another Oscar.
He's like, I'm too busy burying
shout out
Marilyn
to-
Manson under the ground so he doesn't tell everyone about what I did.
Shout out to Boy and the Heron, the actual winner, but that's fine.
Are we
okay,
at jury
so-
prize right now?
Hold on. I feel like there's stuff I wanted to talk about.
Right,
Can we
right.
talk
Should we go
about
through and just give some
BlackBerry,
shouts
guys?
out?
Can you sell me on BlackBerry? Because I was like, this is fine.
Blackberry's about being Canadian. I feel like that's like
Okay.
the big
That I like.
insight to
It's
Blackberry,
also-
right.
Let's all say,
It's
very-
like-
for the listeners at home, the millions of you, Kobe is not only Canadian, he's in Canada right now.
I live there right now.
You're seeing Canada on the
No.
screen.
I think
You're
that's
seeing
the best
Pittsburgh,
thing about-
Pennsylvania right here. That's in America.
I think just the details of the story of the BlackBerry, I think the story of being like, what if you invented the second best thing in the market is like very interesting.
Right, and it's very.
I enjoyed
it's
it,
very
by the way. I
Canadian
mean,
forward. It's
I'm
basically
not trying to hate or anything.
It's basically about guys who are trying to reproduce the personas of like the tech giants from the big boys down south, but they have neither the infrastructure nor just like the human capital to make it happen.
Yeah, that I like
and
because
then- and
because
then-
Hyde. I feel like that only happens in the last 20 minutes of the movie. You know.
Well, it's part of it. It's about them like entering the space and then quickly getting past. You know,
Right.
Like
right,
I think
right.
all of it is interesting. I think them entering the space is also interesting.
And we can all say
It's also interesting, and I think like what's crucial about it is, you know, Hyatt, I'm sure that you've definitely heard of Hamilton, Ontario before, but like Pittsburgh is like the 25th most populated city in the United
is
States.
that the Hamilton
the
troop that travels through
Hamilton, Ontario?
It's Hamilton like on Broadway that comes to Ontario?
Home
It's
of the
Hamilton
Tie
on
Cats.
Broadway when it comes to the
No,
Hamilton
home
Tie
of,
Cats.
home of the Tie Cats. Home of the
CFL.
Tie Cats, baby.
I'm sorry.
But
Continue,
like
Kobe.
Pittsburgh, 25th most populated city in the United States of America. Every single American has heard of it. And in Blackberry, he wants to move the Penguins to Hamilton, Ontario,
He's a
which is
beast.
the 10th
was
most
real.
populous city.
It's so beast.
What's
man.
up? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's real.
It's
And it's the 10th most populated city in Canada, and it still has like half the population of Pittsburgh. And I would wager that maybe 50% of the United States have heard of it at all. Like it's just I think it's a very it's a very, very Canadian film. It's a very Canadian narrative. And I love, like, because, like, whenever Matt Johnson talks about it, too, he's very upfront about, well, I made this because I work for the Canadian Film Board. So I sort of decide, or I help allocate money to young filmmakers. And I wanted to make a movie that I knew would be successful so that I could have a larger say when I was helping, allocate these funds to.
That's not true, man.
filmmakers.
But he said that, but he's lying. He just wanted Nirvana season 3 and the movie to come
That's
out.
true. He also wanted Nirvana season 3.
So.
I think it's awesome. I think it's a
I also
great
think-
movie.
I love what
I
it
think-
represents for that reason.
I
by the
think
way.
Matt
Like,
Johnson is. I think Matt Johnson is very good in the movie as well.
I think he's
I-
better
I
in the
think he
movie than
continues
the
to be
movie is.
underrated
Like
as an
I
actor.
love the movie. I love his performance in the movie. He's like pretty close in my supporting actor, to be honest. No, he's not. He's fourth, but
Interesting.
it's fine.
Do you guys have Glenn nominated for any category? I have him in.
No,
I have him
I-
in
good.
6 for lead.
I think Matt honestly is like truly the best performance in the movie.
Definitely, he's the standout.
Interesting.
Partially because that character shouldn't work.
That's true.
He's just the
Right,
guy who's right
right.
about everything. You know.
And he's still kind
Well,
of doing the nerd archetype
he
in
did.
2023.
He was right, that dude. Dude, my list is fucked up. I don't even have Iron Claw on here. What am I doing?
I don't know.
All
Iron
right,
Claw? Good
so
movie.
we should figure out what the jury prize.
Sean
should
Durkin,
be.
a hinga dinga Durkin.
I would
joint.
love to give
Sorry.
I would love to give something to Margaret, but
Boy.
Dude, me too. Oh, that's actually a bad L if we don't give anything to Margaret.
and we could do like a jury for ensemble for Margaret.
Right.
Do we want to go
Mission
bigger?
Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Do we want to go bigger
We could
What
do.
do you mean?
with Margaret? The movie's amazing.
Oh,
for me.
I don't think there's anywhere it fits
You're
in.
right.
I don't
You're right.
think-
Give it
yeah.
ensemble and jury.
I mean, I love Dead Reckoning, but it's just if you're not giving it like, we could
Right.
give it like a stunt prize, but I feel like
Right. No, you're right.
We could give it a most badass, most badass, most trying to die, most trying to end your own life. To Tom Cruise.
This was way easier and quicker than I thought it was going to be.
oh no, for sure. I mean, the thing is, with only 3 people, there are kind of ones where it just slots in.
Right.
Right. But
Like
like,
personal taste.
So wait, is jury? Does that just count as jury? As the jury?
what the jury prize?
Oh, that is just like the jury
I just
prize
wanted to
could
give
be
the
anything.
jury prize for something. Yeah.
Sure.
So do we want to go down the winners? We're gonna lock it in.
Yeah,
I'm good to lock these in.
yeah. Let's lock these bitches.
So
in.
the first annual Sweeties,
The Sweeties.
and we will go from the top to the bottom as I announce them. We have our top award, the Palme de Sweetie, for Picture,
Air.
which will be going to May December. Did you say air? Were you like
said
fingers
air.
crossed like air? I hope air gets air.
Please.
Air gets nothing. Air
Air
should get a
is
jury prize for
trash.
like a negative award.
It's a
yeah.
bad movie.
No. Air's a good movie.
Sure. We'll let Kobe get that in on the jury as like this is like the press conference. Kobe's like, "Air's a good movie."
He takes the mic.
all right.
He's
I'm
drunk
gonna
as
give Air,
hell.
of course.
I'm
Air,
gonna give it
best
the uncertain regard.
Good movie.
I'm gonna give the
Best
uncertain
movie
regard.
I liked watching in the theater.
I'm not gonna give Air any regard for the no regard for human life is Air. The no regard for human life award because they didn't give a fuck how anyone reacted to that shit. They made it for the boys. They wanted to put all their favorite songs in it. They wanted to play with the Rubik's Cube for no reason. They wanted to do close-ups of the Rubik's Cube. They wanted to play Devo. You know, they had a great time making
You
Air.
don't get it. Air's a good movie.
So director goes to Martin Scorsese. Ever heard of him? He just made a little feature called Killers of the Flower Moon, and he won Best Director for it.
Chillers
Screenplay
of
goes
the
I'm
Chillers
gonna
of the
stop you
Afternoon.
there. Screenplay goes to Christian Petzold for A Fire. Actor, of
I
course,
like
a bit
that
of a
one a
life.
lot. That's a
A
good
fire ass movie they should call
I
it.
like how Kobe, the person who likes A Fire at least, feels the need to chime in and be like, "I'm really glad A Fire won something."
Me too, man.
Performative A Fire fandom.
One.
So we
It's my
have
number 8, I think.
we have an actor, a bit of a Lifetime Achievement Award, but Paul Giamatti wins it for
Right.
The Holdovers. We have
I would've
actress, of
loved-
course. Oh, continue, Kobe.
I would have loved to have seen Bradley Cooper here.
I like that Kobe's getting his. They listened to the episode, Kobe. They know you would have loved to see that.
I know, I'm getting my final digs in.
No, they all skipped this part, man, by the way.
Actress, we have, of course, Sandra Hüller, celebrating a wonderful breakout year for her in the West, with
Got
the
nothing to
double
say.
feature of Anatomy of a Fall and Zone of Interest.
Nothing to say about that one.
Supporting actor, Dave Bautista, continues to knock it out of the park in Knock at the Cap.
Ooh, cute.
Supporting actress, we give it to Penelope Cruz in Ferrari. Perhaps the quickest discussion. Cinematography, we get it to Maestro for Bathfield Boutique. He finally did a good one. Music, of course.
What else has he done?
He's Aronofsky's boy. He's certainly done other stuff. He's done other stuff that looks good, but he's also like in an ongoing legal battle for punching someone, punching like a civilian.
Low-key free Matt, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, he
Wait,
Maestro.
he didn't even do he did Iron Man 1 and 2. He didn't even do the best Iron Man. The fuck?
He gets
Stars Born.
Music to Barbie. For the original music.
I'm just
written by, I
kidding.
believe,
That
Mark
did
Ronson, I
more
believe.
for feminism than because it brought men to it was like, okay, reaching across the aisle. I know this is a girl movie, but we give the man something. It was sort of an olive branch.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm
It was a
saying?
pavement joke, too.
And then the jury
Pavement joke
prize
for all
for
the real
ensemble.
stoners out there.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
you better God, it's me, Margaret. I just wanted to get to the end of the list.
Yeah.
Oh, you there, God, it's me, Margaret wins a jury prize for best ensemble.
It's such a good movie. I want to go watch it right now. I want to go watch Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret right now. Movie's so good to watch.
Are You There, God?
Can I
It's
tell
Me,
you guys?
Margaret.
Can I tell you guys some of my fun noms?
Throw some fun noms out there.
Yeah.
Music, the history of the Minnesota Vikings, right?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Cinematography.
Mariners is probably my one of 2020, if it's counting.
This guy
Mariners
thinks
is
it's a movie now.
It is the best.
He's singing
one.
a different
It is
tune.
the best one. Hey, screenplay.
It's not just a YouTube series, huh?
Oh, I have nothing fun in screenplay. Hey, lead actor Rupert Friend in the Wes Anderson short The Swan, right?
What
I
are you
also have
on
Teo
about,
Yu
bro?
From Past Lives. Hey,
What did you
supporting
get,
actor.
Past Lives?
Support.
Wait, what did you get? No, I don't know. What did you get?
Supporting. I have Teo Yu from Past Lives nominated in my lead, or in my long list for my lead, I should say.
I did not think he was good in that movie. I think a big fault in that movie is that I don't think they have chemistry.
Interesting. Well, actually, I also thought he was bad, and So these are all my joke nominations that I'm reading aloud to trick you guys.
Let me see.
Supporting
ones
actor.
from things.
Hey, here's a fun one from supporting actor. All right, Hidetaka Yoshioka from Godzilla -1.
Mm-hmm.
That's the engineer guy. I thought he was a blast.
That score is amazing in Godzilla.
I don't have a ton of fun noms. I think Jeffrey Wright's incredible in American Fiction. He probably just misses my 5.
Right. I've got 2 fun in supporting actress. I have Bonnie Chagnon-Revoir from The Taste of Things. That's the kid who's really good at cooking. I think she is like absolutely unbelievable. All right, also supporting actress Patty Lupone, Beau is Afraid. Again, this is my long list. I got Haley Atwell coming in too in my long list from Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning.
I think she's so good in Dead Reckoning.
Right.
She really is.
Yeah, I don't know if I have any. I love Joaquin and Napoleon. Jeffrey Wright in American Fiction.
Same person, man.
Jeffrey Wright's really good in
assuming.
Asteroid City
Have to see
too.
that.
I like some of the boys that didn't get as much shine in Iron Claw, specifically, what's his name?
You have the
Stanley
SS,
Simons.
Stanley Simons.
Yeah.
Which brother is that?
He's the youngest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is good.
Is there anything else? No, this is really kind of like a top-heavy year for me, and I think the top's really
Yeah.
heavy, but it's not like...
Yeah.
The
I
Daughter
don't
in May
have a lot of,
December
like-
is so good.
Oh, well, everyone.
I
in May
love.
December
I
is
mean,
good.
everyone is good, but I love like the moment when she's like, she kind of. It's like a. It's like a Trojan horse realization where she's like, oh, there's. This woman has like infiltrated us, and I now can like see that there's something wrong with this. Like,
I am at a mix of having to pee really bad and my battery's being about to die.
Me
Does
too.
anyone have final thoughts?
This was a great jury, guys.
yeah, we did it.
Yeah, we should. Well, we'll do this off mic. So thank you for listening. I hope. Hey, I hope you're not mad that we didn't say the word Oppenheimer but once. But you know, that's the way we.
I
do
said it
things
one
around
time.
Here.
Also, just wanted to say, what if, imagine that.
Dragons.
Imagine May December just turned into it turned into Anatomy of a Fall when he got high and he actually fell off the roof and died.
Whoa.
Can you picture that?
Yeah, that's pretty.
That'd be crazy.
Bonkers, man.
All right, thanks for listening. I'm gonna stop recording. I have to pee so bad.
Yeah, me too.
All right, I gotta pee too. Are we gonna come
I'll be
back
back
and
though.
chat?
I'll be back to
All right.
chat.
Cool. I'll see you guys in a bit.